Esmond here for Winners and Whiners, trying to make you. Boy, does that make my arms look skinny? Right now, I've got the Tyrannosaurus Rex arms. That's what my show doppelganger looks like. He's got little alligator arms. My head's gigantic. Anyway, I do have a big head, just like my son. We used to call him Nog when he was younger because his head was so heavy he'd fall over. Nog, short for noggin. Anyway, so let's talk about some over-under numbers for a team that I think a lot of people are way too high on. The Denver Broncos. Now, taking a look at the strength of schedule, it's just, the Broncos, boy, they're not easy to find in here. I had them just earlier. Weird. Okay, where did they go? Broncos have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th, 10th hardest schedule. Well, they play the Chiefs twice and the Chargers twice in their own division. The Raiders shouldn't be too much of a challenge. But Russell Wilson was awful last year. He was a shell of himself. I live in the Pacific Northwest in Seahawk land. And a lot of people were like, why did they let Russell Wilson go to the Denver Broncos? Well, if the team that you've played for your whole career is willing to let you leave and you're a starting quarterback, that says something. And I said so at the time. I said, they know something the league doesn't know. The thing is, it looked like he was done. Now, what is Sean Payton going to do with him? Is it more likely that Russell Wilson turns into Drew Brees and totally rejuvenates his career at 30, whatever he is? Remember, Drew Brees was relatively young when he went to New Orleans. And he played there a long time and got old at New Orleans. But Russell Wilson was older when he was traded to Denver, and they gave him that crazy deal. So is it more likely he continues to fall off a cliff, or is it more likely he turns into Drew Brees? I think it's more likely he continues to fall off a cliff. I mean, remember how bad they were last year. It's not like the offensive coordinator from Green Bay suddenly forgot offense. They couldn't execute. Now, is the offensive line a lot better? Yeah, Peyton addressed that in the draft and in free agency. It was a major, and are they going to run the ball more? Yeah, but are their receivers great? No. Is the defense outstanding? No. So here's what I've got. I've got them at 9 losses. You know how I do this. I go straight up win, straight up loss, toss-ups. Well, I don't have a single for sure straight up win on their whole schedule. Not one. They have the Raiders to open the season in Denver. I'm going to give them the toss-up. It's probably likely a Denver Broncos win. Home opener, Sean Payton. The Raiders suck. Yeah. Now, the Commanders then come to Denver. I'm giving them a win there. I'm sorry. That's the one straight up win that I have. Is the Commanders at Broncos. I misspoke. Excuse me. Broncos at Dolphins, they lose. Broncos at Bears, they lose. Jets at Broncos. Am I a big Jets believer? No, but I think Aaron Rodgers can win that game. Broncos, well, mainly the Jets defense. Broncos at Chiefs, loss. Packers at Broncos, I've got that as a toss-up because I don't know what the Packers are going to be. Chiefs at Broncos, loss. Broncos at Bills, loss. Vikings at Broncos, toss-up. The Vikings could be really good, maybe not. So I'm not sure on that one. Browns at Broncos, toss-up. Broncos at Texans, likely to win, but for sure they're on the road at Texas. I don't love it. Broncos at Chargers, loss. Broncos at Lions, loss. Patriots at Broncos. Again, I just don't know. Chargers at Broncos, loss. Broncos at Raiders to close out the season. Probably a win, but I'm giving that a toss-up too because it's rare that Denver and the Raiders sweep each other. They usually split. So I've got him with 9 losses for sure, 1 win, and 7 toss-ups. And let's see what Sharps has him at. Sharps analysis has him at 8.5 wins. Their number is 8.5 over under. I've got him at 8 wins, best case scenario. I love taking the under 8.5 with the Denver Broncos. I think we are way overestimating what Sean Payton can do with an old, decrepit Russell Wilson. Hey, if he turns out to be totally rejuvenated and he's brilliant in this new scheme with Sean Payton, fine. I'll eat my words. But right now, I'm going to have to see it to believe it. Denver, under 8.5. I'm Loud Esmond for Winners and Whiners, trying to make you a better Dinosaur Arms better.